Hello everyone, just finished my run, like easy recovery run in the morning. In the morning, yesterday did my 14 km long run. It's the longest I've ever done, and it's the longest run I've done in my Kayano 32s. And all I can say is very tired, like especially like the last few kilometers, right? I mean, you can just feel that the shoe is heavy and it's not helping you rack through, like give you that bounce to last through that few kilometers. Like it's so different when like I'm wearing, like last time I was wearing like the red Hare Ultra, or I was wearing the Super Blast 3s. You can just feel that those shoes has that propulsion and it's light enough for you to not feel like it's a dread, especially when your like calves are tired at the end of a long run. So yeah, that's the difference. But it's good that the Kayanos doesn't allow you to overspeed at the start of the run. Like it's very common, like let's say I wear my red Hare today. It's a bit different, but last time when my easy pace was 8 to 9 minutes, it will feel a bit too fast. It wants to push you a bit too fast, and then you tend to go to zone 3. But after like a few months of training zone 2 and long runs and some sub threshold here and there, my easy pace improved to now it's in the 6 to 7 minute range. So 6 to 7 minute range, then the red Hare Ultra feels a lot more comfortable. Like today I was able to do like zone 2 at like a 7 to 7.5 minute pace, and it felt really comfortable because it's the ideal ground contact bounce time and foam return for the red Hare Ultra, and so it's very comfortable running shoe. It sort of makes me feel like I have graduated from the Kayanos. I did about 300 km total on the Kayanos. So yeah, it's not bad. Just that I just feel that the Kayanos are a little bit annoying nowadays, because last time when I first started, I'm still overweight. I expected to drop weight by now, but there's a separate issue I need to work on. But essentially now, the Kayanos was meant for like a highly recommended daily trainer back then, when it's like, at the start of the year when I bought my first pair of Kayano 32s. I have two pairs, but at the start of the year when I bought the Kayanos, it felt like it's a very nice shoe compared to my Hokas. Like the foam were a lot better, and like the grip is a lot better, and the support is a lot better. The upper, everything just feels a lot better. The only thing is the Hoka Clifton Nice fit better for my white feet because I got the 2E one. But for the Kayano, I got 4E, and because of the racing taper, I still have blisters on my toe, which is so annoying that I had to buy a second pair half size bigger, and even that second pair is also giving me issues. And even the 4E on the Kayano 32s is still less comfortable than my red Hare Ultras that I'm wearing, which is normal. So I'm not sure what Asics is doing, and I just saw the review for the Kayano 33s, and they are still like really tight on the toe. I'm not sure what Asics is trying to do, but anyway, that's a separate topic. Probably never buying a Kayano again, because now that I've built up calf strength and arch strength to use more unsupported shoes like the Gel Nimbus, the 9 Ultra, the Super Blast 3s, you can, and even the Dynafish Xiaonian, you can feel that all the corrections done by the Kayano is annoying, because like as I run, right, I think near the end of the run, the last few kilometers, I can feel my leg hurt. It actually hurts because it feels a bit hard, and that's with my modification of like looking at my previous video that I actually changed the insole to like a ETPU insole, which actually gave it a lot more bounce. I'm not sure how you feel like if I use back the Autolite that it originally came with, because that went flat almost after 100 kilometers. Like you can just feel like the front of the shoe just like so sharp, because like a duck nose. I don't know how to explain. Like I just feel like you're always tipping on your toes. But the insole change made it feel a little bit flatter and gave it a lot more bounce and a lot more durability throughout at 13k. I'm not sure if I can do the Kayanos stock for 14 kilometers. Like even with the upgrade ETP, it's really hurting my legs at the bottom. Yeah, so I can see why they have like super trainers, they can say, which like you see the red hair Nike Ultra here. Yeah, the super trainers are really good for long runs, like especially if you're going above. Now I can feel at like above 12, that's where you can really see the foam limitation. And leaning with their P-bar foam and with Super Plus 3 with racing lead foam, they are awesome. I can say it just helps you when you're at that pace, and hopefully it doesn't destroy your legs depending. Like yesterday I did like on the Kayano's easy, like really easy pace 14 kilometers. My legs are fine, but my calves are a little bit sore. So I can imagine being perfectly fine if I was using like the Super Plus 3 multiple times. So that's for the long run shoes and like my review yesterday. But now I just feel like I have graduated from like the Kayano, because like the arch support, the 4D system sort of like irritate my arch a little bit, and it kind of hurt. So I'm thinking of like selling it, but I look at the secondary prices. It's so bad. Like I bought it for like $150, $160, but I think if you sell it now, it's like even really good condition ones I saw 100. So like with my like damaged, not say damaged, but heavily used condition one, especially because I'm heavy and the wear on the shoe is crazy, we are probably looking at like $50 or something. I'll try to post and see if I can sell them, but I can feel myself reaching for them less. And some people are like, okay, my original plan was to use it as like a walking shoe, but the arch support actually makes it a lot more uncomfortable. Like I get my plantar fasciitis acts up if I use the Kayano for like a walk day at the office. But if I use like my Escalante Force from Ultra, it doesn't have arch support, no nothing, but wide toe box, no toe taper, which is what I found to be the main source of concern for me for plantar fasciitis. Any shoe with a toe taper just acts up my plantar fasciitis, especially on the soft foam. So I need something that's more firm, bouncy but firm, not too soft, and no excessive arch support, and like a big ass toe box. And that's like the Ultra for me, Escalante 4. I know that Ultra has been going through a lot of shit for the past few years, but I got the Escalante 4, and each time I wear it, I go to work, because I walk like 12 to 13k steps at work every day, because like my workplace is really far, and like, you know, we walk around a lot during work. So I can feel each time I wear it, I'm like, oh, this shoe is awesome. Like I'm not sure how they tune the firmness, but I took out the shoe apart to try to study how it works. Like, is it the insole? Is it the midsole? But the midsole is actually kind of firm. What the magic was is in the insole. So the insole is very softer than the midsole. So it feels like a dual layer, you know, like a Super Blast 3, but like a less and more cost efficient version. Obviously the energy return is not as high, because like, you know, for Super Blast 3, like maybe half or more of the midsole is the racing foam. And then you have the FF++ at the bottom to form everything. But the Escalante Force basically like they just put a lot of effort. Like it's not about the cost of the thing or the technology, it's more like the effort put into just doing a foot shaped shoe that's comfortable walking for long hours, and someone just tuning that firm bounciness, which is just perfect. It's the best one I've found so far, and wearing to work just feels awesome. And I used it for sub-threshold last time, and like I managed to just get some of the wear places flat, which is very concerning, because I think I only run like maybe 50k's in them, and I'm like, this is not gonna last long. But now I'm like over that phase of like, you know, a lot of people like are talking about Super 3 durability issues, but actually got people hit like 500k and like, yeah, they went flat, like the tread pattern went flat on the wear areas, but the rubber is still there, so you still can continue running on it. You know, it's just not as durable as Super Blast 2, and I'm not sure any person on the internet has pushed the Super Blast 2 to 2000. I only saw someone push it to 1000, and I think they retired after that. So I'm not sure anyone taken care of a pair of Super Blast 2s really well and last 2000 and see how it goes. But obviously shoes I think not supposed to last that long, and but let's see. But the Super 3 definitely feels a lot more supportive on the long run. I would say it's the most recommended long run shoe. or I might even use it for my half marathon this year because it's so light, so propulsive, and it requires not so much muscle and leg strength to control versus like the Red Hare 9 Ultra. The Red Hare 9 Ultra is a good training shoe to train up those muscles so that when you're using the Silver Street, you can go even further. Yeah, but if you use the Silver Street all the time, if you switch to Red Hare 9 Ultra, I did think about using the Red Hare 9 Ultra for the half marathon, but my legs get really sore at the end of a run. In a good way. Like, it's fun to run in, definitely. Like the dopamine just gets you. But like the 9 Ultra just beats out your calves a little bit. But it's a fun shoe to run in, definitely. So yeah, highly recommend. I gotta run away. The kids are coming from the kindergarten nearby. So anyway, yeah. So different phase. Zone 2 improve. So continuing on that, and hopefully try to drop weight. So update on the blood test is I have high cholesterol, high LDL cholesterol, and high blood pressure. So the thing is, I do not know is because of like because my dad has high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I'm not sure, is it like I inherited it from my dad, or it's like just I like to eat fried chicken. I love Korean fried chicken. I eat Four Fingers all the time. It might be milk tea. I don't know. I've been drinking a lot of barley milk tea from Hapo. I'm not sure if you all have tried that, but it's my favorite milk tea that's not caffeinated, because I always drink it around 3-4 p.m. So I cannot drink anything caffeinated. So yeah, so it's either the milk tea, the fried chicken, or it's like the ribeye steak I always eat at home because it's the easiest meal to prepare versus eating out. So I might have to stop that, or I need to get like a leaner cut of meat. And then in the meantime, I'm doing like faster workouts in the morning with Mycelium husk intake to try to clear the LDL. So yeah, let's see. That's not what I want to hear, especially I'm just early 30s. But yeah, let's manage through this. It's not life-threatening or anything, I hope, but it just wasn't what I expect. I was expecting some thyroid issues or something, but end up, I think with the blood test it confirms that it's either, I was thinking it's a cortisol issue, but it seems like it's not a cortisol issue because all my other health check parameters are fine. So it's highly likely just bad diet. So I just gotta focus on the bad diet. Okay, there's no way around eating a bad diet. Like, yeah, like it's very hard to find like high protein meals that's affordable at my workplace. So I tried eating around. I tried finding places like I have Simply Wrap near my place, and I have Stuffed Tea, but Stuffed Tea don't open on weekends, and I work weekends. So my work weekends, I tend to eat four fingers because like you stressed out at work, you just feel like eating fried chicken, and then I don't know. But anyway, need to start focusing on my diet and see if I can control this. Then for the weight wise, I'm not sure is it a cortisol issue or it's like I need to run more issue or I need to sleep more issue. But my sleep has been bad, but I'm not sure it's because of like the issue with my dad now. My dad has been in and out of hospital, or it's the what else? Or it's the stress from work, or it's like the stress from the increase like running loop. Like running 25 to 30k ish now. So not sure, but yeah. So far I think training wise I've been managing the stress a lot more. But like it might be just like hereditary. So in that case, then I need to like do some strategies to try to clear the LDL out of my body. But good that all the other stuff in my body is good. Like the thyroids are good. The my iron levels are like slightly low. Even though I do like iron supplementation 3 times a week, and I did post about why is iron so important. Because back then when I didn't supplement iron, right, I was having like dizzy spells. Like when I walk, right, suddenly I just feel like vertigo. Then I'm like, what is going on, man? And then I did some googling. They said it might be the iron. So my wife has iron supplements, so I stole a little bit, and I immediately felt better. And I think last week when I doing my taper week is what I realized that like my mindset for running was was so wrong last time, because like I always like, oh, more miles is better. Like everyone's on YouTube is like, more volume is better. Just more volume is better. But like I realized like taper weeks, not say taper weeks, but on certain weeks you deload and rest and sleep better, actually improve my zone 2 the most. Like even though like I was running like 25k for maybe a month straight, I can feel my zone 2 speed getting stuck at about 7:30 to 8:30, that range. Like about 8 minutes. It was stuck for like a month, and I was a bit dejected. Then I'm like, what's the point of this training? And then after that, ChatGPT asked me to take a 1 week break. So I took a 1 week break, deload to 20k. After that, I focused a lot on sleep, on yoga, and like just other things that is not related to running, to just to take my mind off running more. After that, like this week I started on my 14k run. Like 5k run was easy, but then the 14k run was where I can really feel the difference. Like I really feel like my zone 2 speed increase, and I feel my durability increase. I can feel my sleep getting better, because as you ramp up your as you ramp up your running mileage, right, your sleep will somewhat get affected, and I'm feeling it. So I'm not sure again whether this running thing, like this lack of sleep thing, is because I changed to the Fitbit Air for my tracking versus I was using the Apple Watch back then. It might be that, but what I heard is the Fitbit Air is a lot more stricter on your awake time. So I've been working on that. I've been working on like old man problems, but like I always wake up to pee mid-sleep, and it has been like that for like a few years, like ever since I hit my late 20s. Like I just wake up to pee and it's like normal to me. And then now I realize like on the certain days that I sleep better, or certain days I feel very refreshed, like as well today, it's like the days that I totally sleep past the pee time. Like I don't wake up at 3, 4 a.m. to pee. I just wake up like 6, 7 in the morning, one shot. And today is like the first day after like me doing some bladder training that really helped with this, and I feel a lot more energized. And also I can feel it being a lot better in the sense, I just did my 14k yesterday, which was the longest I ever do. Even though it's an easy run, it felt like really horrible yesterday when I'm pushing it. Not the worst, but it felt like a heavy load. But today I can wake up and go for a 2-3 km run. I feel that I'm like removing my bottleneck. So I think as a beginner runner, you won't know this, but as you get not say advanced, but as you become a more consistent runner, right, like you can just feel like, for me, I can feel like my tendons and muscle soreness, right. So back then if I cross 20, like I push my max limit, right, let's say 26, 27 km weeks, which is more than my usual 25. Certain weeks I went to 26, 27. I can really feel like, I'm so tired, and I really feel my tendons complaining, like especially my feet, they are like really sore, and my Achilles really sore, and I just really worry if I push anymore I will get injured. So that's why I partly wanted to deload, and the deload really helped. Like today my Achilles feel perfectly fine. Like I even after the 14k yesterday, only my ankle muscle feels sore, my tendons feel perfectly fine, which is the most important, touch wood. But yeah, so you usually find a place where your like your stress levels, assuming it's the same, your work, let's say, it's consistent, your workouts has been consistent. Eventually, you know, like if I cross 25k or I cross 27k, it's like the limit. Then you slowly push that limit, but you eventually reach like a bottleneck. So for me, I felt that my bottleneck was sleep. So that's why I started to focus on that, moving that mid-sleep pee, like either like removing water totally at night, some sleep supplements. If you're interested, let me know, I will share on that. And then for me, was like the bladder training was the biggest one. So I slowly shifted like from 3 a.m. to like 4, 5 a.m. Then after about it's like the second or third week now, it's hitting 5, 6 a.m. And today is the first time like it hit 7 a.m. when I wake up and feel like pee. So yeah, has been improving. So let's hope that's good. Like I feel like energy today is great. The run was great yesterday. Recovery is great. So everything is looking good. So yeah, I think that's all for today. Enough yaps, enough content for the day. Yeah, please subscribe for more if you're interested in like a life of a heavy runner, working on like blood cholesterol and stuff. If you have like high cholesterol and want to be on this journey on like reducing cholesterol and getting fit and running healthy, then join me here. Okay, anyway, peace. I'll check it out when I have the time. Bye.